Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Azren, the language nerd here. I'm the owner of the Calgary Language Nerds, and welcome to today's video. I'm excited about today's video because I get to announce something that I am participating in, and I think it's going to help a lot of you. It is the 250-hour challenge. The 250-hour challenge is the following. Dedicate 21 hours a month, that's approximately 5 hours a week, of active practice or study toward your target language. That adds up to about 250 hours in a year. You can expect to progress by 0.5 to 2 levels in a single year. If you're not familiar with the CEFR levels, there are 6 degrees of fluency or 6 degrees of proficiency. You can progress in 250 hours, roughly speaking. I know it's individual, it's not an exact science, but roughly speaking, in that amount of time, you can progress about half of a level all the way up to about 2 levels. That's a huge step forward. It usually doesn't happen for people in a single year. I'm doing this for Mandarin. My goal for Mandarin is to follow this challenge and achieve a B2 level. So that's an upper intermediate level. I'm currently like mid-intermediate in Mandarin, so I would like to get to an upper intermediate level. And so I'm participating in this challenge. I'm doing it for 2 languages. I'm going to do 210 hours of Mandarin and then 40 hours of Gujarati. So mostly Mandarin with a little bit of Gujarati on the side. To participate in this challenge, you're going to need the following. You will need some sort of a habit tracker. A habit tracker is something you can use to track how many hours you are dedicating toward the target language and how you're spending your time, of course, how much time on reading, how much on writing, on grammar, etc. You will need some form of a habit tracker. Many of you might already have one. Maybe you've got an Excel sheet you like. Maybe you like to do it on paper, maybe whatever. There's lots of different ways to do it. And you're going to make sure you need quite a few resources. You'll need resources for reading, writing, grammar, speaking, and listening. Because to progress, when you're looking at spending your time effectively, in an ideal world, you probably want to do a good mix of these 5 things. And so you want to make sure that you have a nice, a nice variety of resources that you can use. By all means, if you don't want to do much grammar, you're welcome to cut it out. If you don't want to do as much writing, you're welcome to cut it out. You can cut out as much as you want. But the fact remains, whatever you cut out, even if you cut out, let's say, writing and grammar, let's say you cut those out, you're still going to need resources for reading and listening and speaking. You'll still need to make sure you have resources for the skills that you choose to work on. Okay. If you don't have these, I've prepared a few things that might be able to help. I have a habit tracker that I've made that I'm personally using right now, that I'm using to track my study hours. If you look over here, it's a little bit small, but you can see there's a speaking practice section, listening, reading, writing, grammar, as well as kind of an other section in case there's other things you're working on in the target language. There are little boxes for you to color in for every half an hour of practice, so that's pretty cool. I have this habit tracker. And if you're learning one of 6 languages, one of these 6, Spanish, French, Mandarin, German, Russian, or Japanese, I've also prepared some guides for those languages that have a whole bunch of resources and a whole bunch of practice exercises for reading, writing, speaking, listening, and grammar. It has a whole bunch so that you can take it. You have all the resources you need. You know where to go. You got lots of ideas. There's things for all levels of fluency. And so it's a great starting point if you don't already have the resources and such that you would need. So if you do want to actually pick up either this tracker here to keep yourself accountable, or if you want to pick up any of these guides, I'll put the links in the description box below, so you can pick those up, and then you can participate in this challenge with me. I'm really excited. There's a few people already that are taking this challenge with me. I'm going to be posting updates on my social media platforms, most notably on Instagram and TikTok, possibly Twitter if I feel like it. My username is at Polyglot Azren. Feel free to tag me. That's POLYGLOT AZ or ZREN. Feel free to tag me with your updates as you do this challenge. And I wish you the best of luck. Talk to you soon.